Nashville, Tennessee. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, keenly awaited, highly anticipated edition. Jerremy Alexander Newsom with another daily dose of mentally delicious brain food, reminding you to love life, live life, and trade it. Dale, Bob, Barry Houston, Barbara Hammond. What's up, Patricia? How are you? Joe G, Jack Kramer in the house. How's it going, Jack? Milan Halim, how are you? Martin Reyes, Michael, Pat Kaufman, as always, pleasure. Paul Hathaway, how's it going, Paul? Sam Nussbaum, oh man, I love it. Tim Hobbs, how are you, Mr. Hobbs? Tony Lopez, we got trading royalty in the house today. Bill Stokesbury, what's up, Bill? Pleasure to have you guys here, boys and girls. Well, today is all you need to know about day trading. Session number 4. And what a good, timely discussion, if I could say so myself. I just kind of did. So today, what we're really doing, what do you guys think we're doing today? You guys tell me. I actually forgot, so I'm hopefully you guys can remind me. Today, yes, you guys are right. Farouk says, creating a plan. That is correct. Today is the day that we create the plan, the day trading plan, because this is all about day trading. So what kind of day trading instructor would I be if I didn't help you guys create a day trading plan? So that's really what we're going to do today. We're also going to touch on just a little bit of some really interesting trades. OLN was one of them. And really it only worked once and only once this today. But it was a beautiful retest gap earlier in the day, right? It gapped up, cleared a pivot. Prior candle was white, retest gap. Definitely one to keep on your watch list. And here's the 5-minute, and here's the only time we got a chance to play out, right? It traded down. Here's the exponential moving averages. There's the exponentials right there. Just a beautiful clean bounce. Entry, stop, 2 R's. And you got trailed out at some point during the day. So you'd have locked in an R or so, give or take. And then once that stop got hit and it made that lower high and just kind of bounced and then free fall in the afternoon. So maybe could have traded bearish. I didn't personally, but regardless, good. I mean, that was a Kobe Bryant layup type of retest. And again, that was all that you needed today if you had that one. And there's a few others out there that did work, but that was really kind of all you needed on OLN. You get that one little retest in the morning and you're good to go. Drew said he made 2R on CONN. This was another one that we watched closely. CONN, bullish entry was back in here. You know, it retested, continued. So Drew made 2R on that trade. I scraped out a little bit of profit on Con as well. So it was good. Good day overall. So let's discuss the trading plan. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth. Because I think at this point, if you watch all 4 sessions, you guys are fully aware of how important a plan is. But just in case, let's talk a little bit about analogies. Can you guys name some other professions that make a lot of money that use a trading plan? Or maybe not a trading plan, but just a plan in general. Any other professions? Drew says the mafia. Boom. There you go. There's number 1 at least. Martin, that's probably one of the better examples. Yeah, an architect. Architects absolutely create a plan. Carpenters, engineers, anyone else? You guys are all correct. I would assume doctors. Doctors have some type of plan that they do. Chefs, right? It's called an ingredient list. What about road construction crews? Road construction, so they got to know where the roads are going. You know, I know a real life trader. She is was before she retired and traded full time. She was a highway construction planner, and she planned. The company that she worked for planned roads as far as 25 years out in the future. I was like, wow. Pilots, absolutely, pilots, educators. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there. What about football coaches? Basketball coaches? Baseball coaches? Do they have plans? I mean, a lot of them actually have it written down. Right? They have it written down, so when it's 4-2 with 25 seconds left and they're on the 7, you know, Pete Carroll pulls up a plan. I don't know why he doesn't hand it off to Marshawn Lynch, but he has a plan regardless. So it's important in all professions to have a plan so that right when your brain starts thinking, oh, this is a really good idea, we should do this, your plan goes, nah. And it has a complete outline steps of what you should do. So we're going to go ahead and create that right now. We're going to get into it. I'm going to make it kind of large, hopefully, so you guys can see. And what we're going to start off with first is very simple. What is your R? What is your day trading R, ladies and gentlemen? You guys go ahead and tell me. Let's say it's 50. But write it down. That's probably step one. That's the easiest, simplest thing to create. What is your day trading R? Just say R is 50 or 100. Whatever 2% of your account is that you're trading, that should be your R. So 300, 50, hundo, 200. Okay, put it down. Now, when it comes to plan and trading guidelines, I have a saying, less is more. My good friend Steven Steckler can absolutely appreciate this. He texts me this about once every 2 weeks as a reminder, less is more. And every time he texts me, he's like, Jeremy, last week I took this amount of trades and did this well, and this week I took even less and did even better. Less is more. So what we're going to do on your trading plan is create some guidelines, okay? We're going to create guidelines so that you can find out how disciplined you are. And that's why we're creating a trading plan, because it is all about discipline. That's the most important aspect of trading is discipline. Can you be disciplined? Can you do the same thing day in and day out, almost like a robot? So R equals 50. How many day trades are you guys planning to take for your first 3 months? That's what we're going to create. We're going to say for the first 3 months. So we're going to give you guys a stepping stone of how well you can do for the first 3 months, because that's what your measuring stick is. If you can just be consistent for 3 months, that's a huge first step. So for each month, for the first month, how many think you guys should do? Let's make it a challenge. Let's make it a difficult amount. So let's go ahead and put in for the first 3 months, no more than, you guys ready? 19 day trades per month. Whoa. That's difficult. Why only 19? Well, if you think about it, there's usually 4 weeks. 4 weeks in a month. And 5 days, 5 trading days. So that gives you 20 days if you go 1 day a week. Or 1 trade per day. No more than 19 trades per month. Why? Well, first of all, it's a lot of trades. It is. It's a lot of trades. Some of the best trading rooms I know, they do much less than that. So a lot of you guys are going to call me crazy. That's fine. My question to you is, if you're if you're a profitable trader, if you're already trading profitably, consistently right now, you can more or less create whatever amount that you want. But for the vast majority of you out there who are not currently day trading month in, month out for a profit, my suggestion to you is to get disciplined. And to find out if you can get disciplined is to put a restriction on yourself to see if you can do it. No more than 19 trades per month. That means that you will absolutely look for the most quality cream of the crop trades. And this is only for the first 3 months, just to see if you can do it. Just to see. What do you guys think? Is it tough? Give me your feedback on that. Does that sound like just insane? You would think that a really good day trader would do 1,000 day trades a month. And the answer is they do, but they have to make money first. If you can't make money with 19 day trades per month, what do you guys think? What makes you think you can make a profitable month with 30 trades per month? You guys get what I'm saying? or 60 or 90. If you can't make it with 19, you're not going to make it with 30. Less is always more in trading. That's just kind of my little viewpoint for the moment. So again, this is just for a short period of time for the first 3 months just to see if you can do it. This is a suggestion, is to limit yourself to the amount that you can trade per month so that you can feel what it feels like to be held back. You guys sound like a plan? That sound good? Okay. For the first 3 months, no more than 19 day trades per month. Max R loss per day. What do you guys think this should be? Paul said, what about the Monday, Friday, and Wednesday trades? CBIC classified as a day trade. Yes, talked about that last class, Paul. What about it, my friend? What about it? If you do the Monday, Friday, Wednesday, that type of thing, right, then you'll definitely have less than 19 day trades per month. So max R loss per day. I say either in between 2 or 3. It's really your call. I go with 2 or 3. Totally your decision. Pick a number. Go ahead and write it down. Which one's for you? Go ahead and just do 2 or 3. Barbara Hammond. That's very spot on. Barbara said, I like the restriction. It's the same logic as what makes you think you can manage a bigger salary or a huge lottery win if you can't manage a small bank account. Yep, absolutely. So I'm going to let you guys decide 2 or 3 R loss per day. Totally your call. Either one is totally acceptable. Let's just put 2 R a day. So this is going to go in the note. Okay, max loss, 2 R per day. What's the max R loss per week? Ooh. Well, let's discuss what it means if I do a max 2 R loss per day. Ladies and gentlemen, what if I'm down on one trade, I'm down 1 R, and another trade that I took, I'm down 0.75 R. So I'm down 1.75 R on a Monday. If my max R loss per day is 2, should I take the third trade? No. If you do it with 0.25 R, but you don't really want to do that because then you're mixing up how much you're risking. So I'll say, no, you're done. What happens if you lose 2.5 R in a day? You should stop trading that day. You're done. So again, there's going to be a little bit of slippage. There is. There's going to be points here and there every now and then. 0.1 or 0.3. It's going to happen every now and then. So don't get don't start crying if you lose more than 2 R a day. But if you lose more than 2 R a day, you're done. If it's a Monday, close the computer, walk away, go do whatever else you can do. You can't trade. I'm sorry about your luck. Max R loss per week is 5. What does this mean exactly? Well, this means if on Monday you lose 2 R, okay, no big deal. Tuesday you come in the game, you make an R. All right, so you're only losing an R. Wednesday you come in, you lose 2 R. So you're down 3 R total. Thursday you come in, you lose 2 R. You're done. You can't trade Friday. There is no more trades left for you. Pause, because it's all about risk mitigation. There will be another trade Monday. This plan really is just to see how disciplined you are. This is what this plan is. It's like me as a professional trader or as a coach telling you, hey, it's going to be tough. The only way you're really going to just crush it is if you can successfully profit under these parameters. Because I'm just saying, if you find it difficult to successfully trade month in, month out under these parameters, there's no reason that you should increase your parameters, right? You shouldn't have a bigger R. You shouldn't trade more. All that privilege comes with being disciplined. So what's your max R loss per month? Max R loss per month is 10. Per month. This is crucial. So again, if week 1 you lose 5 R, week 2 you lose 5 R, you're done for the month. Type in a 1 if that makes sense. And by done for the month, that means, yeah, you don't trade. I mean, if you want to just shut your computer down and walk away, that's fine. But especially as it relates to proprietary trading, because I do proprietary trading with such massive leverage, you've got to mitigate your risk. That is the number one key to trading long term. I personally have never had a 10R loss month. I've gotten close, but it hasn't happened yet. Farouk says, could you paper trade? If you want to. But sometimes if you lose that much, I mean, trading or paper trading, you should treat paper trading as you're actually trading real money. You should go in with the exact same mentality. So I personally say no. I personally say just take a step back. All right? If you're down, if you have a trading plan, you lose, then just don't trade. Wait till next month. Give your brain some relaxation. Dave says, how many trades at the same time? Well, you can't have more than 2 if your max R loss per day is 2. Right? Because if you're in 3 trades at a time and you lose both of them, that's 3R. You just broke a rule and you're a sad panda. Does that make sense, Dave? Good question, brother. So if it's one of those things that you want to write down, hey, write it down. No more than 2 trades at any given time. Okay. Colleen says, so trade just one day so you are within 19 in a month. Correct. So, I mean, more or less, yeah, you're going to be trading one a day. Or if you want to do 2 or 3 in one day, then you skip a few days. I mean, that's understandable. But this is tough. This is a very hard number to get under, to get at. 19 or lower. It's not easy. It's a challenge. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm challenging you. Can you do it? Can you? That's my challenge. All right, what else should we write in here? Is this it? Is this all that we write? Well, this is definitely a solid start. Very, very solid. And at this particular point in time, we're going to be asking ourselves, well, we can write in pretty much at this point any rules that we want to. You can create any type of, I want this, I like this. So I'm going to write in a few of those myself. I'm going to put only take 5 perfect gap and goes per month. 90% of my trades, well, technically it's not 90% because if I do 5 and it's 14, it's a little bit less. I would say the majority of my trades should happen after the first 30 minutes. Not all of them, but the majority of them. The majority of my trades should happen after the first 30 minutes. Be patient. Right? Be patient. Only take 5 perfect gap and goes. What does that mean? Well, that means you're looking at about the first 2 minutes of the day. And you can take the high or the low, like on Red Hat the other day. But only take 5. Again, difficult. Difficult. Because trading is purely mental. It's all mental. Everyone who has a lot of money in trading, that's what they say. It's all mental. It's all a head game. Just the way it is. Trading is 90% mental. Because the physical aspect is very simple. There's nothing really physical about it. Other than going in and doing, clicking a few mouse strokes. The rest is just in your mind. Drew says, I don't get it. Why 5 gap and goes? Perfect gap and goes. Right? So over the first 2 minutes or the 2 minute high or the 2 minute low, only take 5. The reason I'm saying that, again, that's a restriction. Because really what will happen is you'll go out and you'll look for only perfect gap and goes. And if you lose the first one, you're going to be done for, if you lose 1 gap and go in the first 2 minutes, you lost an R. You only have 1 R to trade that entire day. So that's just, there you go. So that's just another little way to help it. So the majority of the trade should happen after the first 30 minutes. Be patient. Only take 5 perfect gap and goes per month. From here, What else? What else can we write? Well, we can write in best. The best gaps are when people get confirmed bullish, bearish the prior day, and the gap is the opposite direction. It's a good rule to have, something to just kind of remember. The best gaps are when people get confirmed. So if a stock, you have a stock like this, here's your resistance. Here's a trend line. The stock's doing this, and it breaks out. And then the next day it gaps down to here. Is that a good gap? Yes or no? Yeah, it should be. Right, it should be, because they got confirmed bullish, right? It broke out of resistance. So if it broke out, and it's trapping people, that's a good time. It's a good opportunity to consider going in bullish or bearish. So whatever the gap is. So the best gaps are when people get confirmed bullish or bearish the prior day, and the gap is in the opposite direction. R equals 50 for the first 3 months. Guys, this is really the very, very beginning of a solid trading plan. There are going to be a few things that you're going to want to write down for yourself, whatever it is that you like to do. Whatever it is that you like to do. So Megan, you can start creating this plan for you right now. So as I'm writing it, you can start writing it down, because that's going to help you remember, what it is specifically, what it is what you want to do. So, if you're looking at a retest, do you want to bounce off the 10? What type of candles do you like? Is there any good volume that you want to see? I mean, you could write down whatever strategies that you like. If if you're a big fan of the Bollinger Bands, if you like watching the 1 minute chart, whatever it is, write a few things down. You can always add to your plan as time progresses. But here's going to be the 2 most important parts of any trading plan. Because at some point, this is day trading. You guys know what retest gaps are. So take 5 gap and goes. The rest are going to be retests more than likely. You guys know how to trade them. You guys know you got to wait for the trade. You now know what your risk is. So if you want to come up with a exit for your target, you can. It's entirely up to you. I would suggest you could create a little bit of a target. So for example, I exit half of my position at 2R, then move my stop to break even. That's a rule that you can have in there as well. So remember that the entries are fine, the targets are fine. What I care most about is the risk. That's really what I'm focused on, really what I'm concerned about is going to be the risk. How many trades you guys taking? How much are you risking? That's the 2 most important parts of the trading plan. If there's a particular time of the day that you don't want to trade for whatever reason, I understand. I usually don't take any trades after the last 30 minutes of the market. If I'm in a trade, awesome. If I'm not in a trade, then I'm probably not going to take it. Okay. If you want to write down, be careful of gaps over, was it 22%? Or whatever number you want to put in there. If you want to, if a gap's over 22%, be careful, be cautious. Give it time, think about it. What is it doing? Make sure the gap clears at least 1 pivot. The more, the merrier. The stronger the pivot, the better the gap. So for example, let's just hop over here to SanDisk really quick. Notice SanDisk. Did SanDisk clear a strong pivot? Yes or no? It did indeed. It cleared. Definitely there's one right here. You could argue maybe that's just a trend. Maybe it's not necessarily a pivot. But this is absolutely a pivot right there. And it's a strong one. Beautiful retest gap the other day on SanDisk. So make sure it clears at least the pivot. So we're getting a good plan so far. This is nice. Anything else you guys want to add? Anything you feel like is really important? Because again, these are the biggest, most important things right here. Boom, and how many trades, that's a solid core of what you're doing. You want to make sure you mitigate your risk and you trade only the best trade setups possible. So the best gaps when people get confirmed bullish bears the prior day. That's a good one. Hey, Jules. Glad to have you. All right, so Dale and Bob are writing in, so I'll wait to see what they're saying. I got a good one coming up, though. Part of that head game. That's what's coming up next. Bob says, make sure you're focused. If you're not completely focused, don't trade that day. Yes, I agree. Dale said, are there not best times to trade, such as 10:30? Not specifically. I personally don't take any trades after the last 30 minutes of the market, as I mentioned. That's just me personally. I know some traders, that's all they trade. So it doesn't really matter the time frames. I mean, there's the lunchtime hour. Things are going to slow down the lunchtime. I get it. So if the trade's not there, you're not going to take it. But, usually the best times to trade is before lunch and after lunch. Usually the lunchtime dull. A lot of people know about that. So that's why the mornings and the afternoons are a good time. That's just, that's pretty common. But there's not any specific times that are just terrible to trade, in my opinion. Pat wants to check the news for catastrophic news. That is good to know. Good, that's important. So if you're going to put into your trading plan, check if there's a buyout or what's going on. If there's any news related, that can help. Whatever it is, just put part of your plan, but that's something that you got to continue to do every time. Now, here's what's interesting. You guys ready for this? Pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure. Here is the unfortunate truth. A lot of traders out in the world, they'll write something down here, but they won't do it. There's really nothing I can do to enforce that unless you're a private coaching student of mine. So, my recommendation is to create a really good pain lever. And the pain lever is easy. A pain lever, ladies and gentlemen, is something that you're going to do to yourself to inflict pain if you break your trading plan. It is up to you, but I can give you a few examples. One coaching student of mine, he will be vegetarian for 3 months if he breaks his trading plan. That's a pain rule. We're kids in a candy shop when we're in the stock market, ladies and gentlemen, and kids sometimes have to be disciplined. Grown-ups sometimes have to be disciplined. There's going to be something that you're going to have to do that you really don't like doing so that you ensure that you don't break the plan. This should be, in my opinion, the only thing you're afraid of in trading. You shouldn't be afraid of losing money. You should not be afraid of being wrong. You should not be afraid of being in the wrong trade or getting in at the wrong time. All of those things are going to happen. All those things are going to happen. I want you guys to come up with just something horrendous, something that you would never do. Something that just sounds so life-alteringly terrible that you could not imagine doing it in real life. You guys are posting in some good ones in the chat, Payne. I have one lady. She loves her hair. She's a coaching student of mine. So I told her, all right, if you break your trading plan, you have to shave your head. She was aghast. She's like, shave my head? I would never. I'm like, all right, good. Then don't break your trading plan. Oh, man. So write down whatever it is for you. I mean, I want it to be good. I don't want it to be like, get 5 minutes on the treadmill. That's not a good pain lever. You should be doing that anyway. Right? I had one guy said, hang out with the family. No, I'm not really going to accept that one. Right? Guys, do you want to wax your legs? That might be pretty painful. That might be a good one to put in. It can be funny. It can be creative. But you got to have a bad pain lever. You've got to put something so horrendous that you're afraid to break your trading plan. So that way you can ingrain in yourself that that's all you fear. That's what you fear, is breaking your trading plan, not losing money, not being wrong, whatever it is. So I think all of you guys here know my pain lever. If I break any of the above rules, I have to eat beets and Brussels sprouts covered in mustard. Gosh, I almost throw up every time I write it down. That to me is almost ultimate pain. Some people like Brussels sprouts, that's fine. Malene says, my biggest problem is overtrading. I love it. So here you go. Come up with how many trades you can place a month, and then come up with a pain lever that's so crazily scary that you don't want to do it. Simple as that. That creates discipline. I think that's a great statement. Thanks so much for sharing. I really do appreciate that. It is hard. Overtrading is very difficult. Sitting on your hands is very difficult. That's why you guys want to incorporate into your trading plan something so horrendous that you do not want to break your trading plan. So come up with a small amount of trades per month. 19, 20, 21, 22, something like that. So in that situation, you're afraid to break your trading plan. Because it's so easy to place a trade, right? It's so easy. But you got to be terrified. How's that sound? Sound good? Any questions so far? Pleasure one's easy. Pleasure one, just do something that you really enjoy. This links reward to doing the right thing. Reward myself and others every 2 months when I follow my trading plan. Take this one seriously as well. I mean, really do link pleasure to doing the right thing. Go on a cruise. Donate to charity. Help out with your church or your community. Give something to your family members that, reach out. Whatever it makes you just really feel happy inside. Take your dog for, whatever it is. Go to a year and a half, 2 years ago, my pleasure was go to the spa for 2 hours. Get like a deep tissue massage. Sit in the hot tub, the sauna. Yeah, that's money. Bob says, donate to charity first and take my wife out to dinner. Beautiful. I love it. And do it with trading money also is usually very helpful. Dale said, come to Nashville. Yeah, that's a good one too. So whatever it is, right? Make sure to link pleasure with doing the right thing. Really, really reward yourself. Don't be chintzy. Okay? Even if you only make $50 profit that month, hey, you can find a cool way to spend $50. I know that this is kind of, I don't know what to call it, touchy-feely, I guess, but it's true. This stuff works. It's human nature. Humans like to be rewarded when they do the right thing. They link pleasure with doing the right thing. They link pain with doing the bad thing. How do I know about that? Ladies and gentlemen, what will you do in your job what will happen if you do a really crappy performance in your job? If you get fired. Getting fired from a job is a giant pain to a lot of people. So that's why they go in every day, they do their thing, they do their work, whatever they have to do. So it's painful for them to get fired. Well, if you are trading, you have to have some type of pain to make sure you follow your plan, to make sure you do this and do that the way you're supposed to do it. I know it sounds weird, but it happens in every other form of of human psychology, right? If you break common law, right? If you go out and steal, if you go out and do something wrong, if you run a red light, if you get in a car accident, if you do something bad, there's going to be a consequence. If you speed, you get a ticket. So that's pain to doing the wrong thing. It's around us in all forms of our life, our culture. If you go to a store and you steal something, you get thrown in jail. That's pain. So why would trading be any different? My thought is it shouldn't be. So if you break a rule on your particular trading plan, and I really do mean, please create one of these, because this is day trading at its finest. If you do not have a plan on what you want to do, you're going to be flying blind. You've got to have something you can go in and look at all the time. And you can continue to build upon this. So if you really have a great trade that you just absolutely love, take a screenshot of the trade and put it in your trading plan. And then if you took a trade that you just absolutely, you hated and you lost money immediately and you don't know why you took it, put that into your trading plan so you can visually see the difference between a good trade and a bad trade. You can be creative. These are guardrails, but it is massively important, boys and girls, to have a trading plan and link pain with doing the wrong thing, link pleasure with doing the right thing. What do you think? How's that sound? Questions? Concerns, thoughts, opposing views? James and Megan are typing. All right, good. That's that simple, guys. This class, this exact trading plan, there are some companies will sell this for thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. In fact, I'll copy it and paste it and put it into the chat pane right now, Megan. Thousands, and I mean literally thousands of dollars. I agree that some people do need a coach, that some people do need help. Some people need someone to push them. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, physical, if you're going to the gym, you need a training coach or a partner, spotting partner, whatever it may be. I can agree on that. That's different. Paying for coaching is one thing, I think. Paying to create a trading plan, I don't think is necessary. It's really simple. It's all up to you. Whatever you create a plan, will you follow it or not? That's up to you, boys and girls. Because all you have to do is, you just have to do this for a little while. Just do this for a little while. Maybe just 3 months. Do it for a little while. Create that discipline. Increase your discipline meter, if you will. And then from there, you can increase this to 25 trades a month. And then from this, you can increase that to 4, 6, 11, and then maybe 500. Or whatever your account dictates. Because it's going to become second nature. You got to build up your discipline. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people out in the world that are not disciplined. I know you guys are. But creating the plan is easy. Following it's not very easy at all. That's where discipline comes in. You got to slowly get more and more disciplined over time. Right? You got to build up to it. Just like a stock moves, right? Stocks move like this. But each time you try. Okay, you fail a little bit. But you know what? Now when you failed, you're higher than where you were. So you can try, you get disciplined a little bit higher, you fail again, but now you're so much better than you were previously. It just keeps getting better and better and better. Martin says, the plan really helped stop over trading. I was trading way too much. Now that I've stopped doing that, I'm slowly turning things around to the road to becoming profitable. Beautiful, Mr. Martin Reyes. I love it. Super exciting. Dolan, what do you think about that, my man? Sam, what are your thoughts? You guys good? Any questions? That's pretty much it. It's that simple. It's easy. Dolan says, I relate so many life lessons to stock charts now. I'm telling you, man. It's so true. But I love it. We're all stock market nerds, aren't we? We really are. Sam says, my account automatically limits the number of trades per day. Beautiful. I like that. Very nice. That's a good enforcer, good gauge to help you. Well, boys and girls, you know where to find us on YouTube. You know where to find me anytime, Jerremy at reallifetrading.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow us on TradingView. I want to make sure you guys are aware and make sure you're all signed up, because next week, the 30th and 31st of March, I'm going to give a day trading room away for free. 2 days. 2 days, and we're going to go in and we're going to go try to find some trades. We're going to go find some actual setups. So Dale, register for that. We'll go try to find some gap and goes. We'll look over everything. Sam, these are all on YouTube. So Dale, watch class 2 to get a little bit of a review of your gap and goes if you need to. All our classes are on YouTube. You can search them specifically. If you have any questions, Dale, email me, my good man. Email me. Shoot me an email. Let me know how I can help. And yeah, if you ever come to Nashville, I'll be here. Bob says, morning or evening rooms? This one, the room that I just sent you is going to be from 11:15 to 12:15 Eastern. 11:15 and 12:15 Eastern. It's going to be 1 hour right in the middle of the day. It's going to be sweet. So if you guys want to be there, be there. I'm excited to have you. I really appreciate you guys being here. It was a great 4 classes. It was really, really fun. I appreciate your energy, your questions. Super excited. Who's motivated? Who's pumped up? Who's ready to go and just kick April in the teeth and just destroy it? I am. I'm ready. Julie says, yes. Oh, I'm stoked. Well, my friends, if you guys need anything, you let me know. Keep me posted. Let me know how I can help. I'm here anytime you need. Gonna get ready to make some money. Be generous. Be honest. Be caring. And of course, be real life traders. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Remember, love life, live life, trade it. I'll see you guys later. And until next time, have a good night.